Good afternoon. Welcome to our reorganization meeting of 2016. Adequate notice of this meeting has been given in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act pursuant to public laws of 1975. Said notice was advertised in the Asbury Park Press and the Lacey Beacon and was posted on the bulletin board showing the time and place of the meeting. At this time, I'd ask that we all rise for a salute to the flag and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Today we're very honored to have a guest with us that is going to perform the duties of swearing in our newly elected council members and our mayor and deputy mayor. It's Congressman Thomas MacArthur. And at this time, I'd like to ask Committeeman-elect Mr. Quinn to step down so Mr. MacArthur can swear him in. And Mr. Quinn's family, excuse me, please join him up front. 24 months of saying Mayor Quinn's going to be tough to get that out of my cycle.
I love my new seat.
Bible.
You know, before I do this, I have to say, a year ago on this day, I was not yet sworn into office myself, and this is the very first elected official I've had the privilege of swearing in.
Excellent.
My honor.
Repeat after me. I, Gary Quinn, do solemnly swear
I, Gary Quinn, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform
that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform
all the duties of Township Committeeman,
all the duties of Township Committeeman
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability,
And that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
and that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the State of New Jersey,
And that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the government established in the United States and in this state,
and to the government established in the United States and this state,
under the authority of the people, so help me God.
under the authority of the people, so help me God.
Congratulations.
I know. Everybody does. Committeeman-elect McDonald, please sit down. Mrs. McDonald. And she has a family Bible that they will be using today.
Repeat after me. I, Timothy McDonald, do solemnly swear
I, Timothy McDonald, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of Township Council Committeeman,
I will faithfully, impartially,
and justly
and
perform
justly perform
all the duties of Township Committeeman,
all the duties of Township Committeeman
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States
And I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
And that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
And I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the government established in the United
and
States
the government established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
So help me
So
God.
help me God. Can I get a picture of the five of you together? Thank you. Come on, no, let's have a Thank you. Thank you very much.
Next item on the agenda is I'd like to ask for a nomination for a mayor for the year 2016. Can I have a nomination, please?
Can we think about this for a minute?
I nominate Stephen Kennis.
I'll second that.
Okay. Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mr. Curtolo.
Yes.
Mr. Giuliano?
Yes.
Mayor Kennis, how do you feel about this?
Yes.
sworn into office as mayor for the year 2016. I was going to say. One of you's get to hold the Bible for your dad?
Repeat after me. I, Stephen Kennis, do solemnly swear
I, Stephen Kennis, do solemnly swear
that I will perform with fidelity
that I will perform with fidelity
the duties of the office to which I have been appointed.
the duties, what?
Of the office and which I am about to assume.
And which I am about to assume.
I do solemnly swear to support the constitutions of New Jersey
I do solemnly swear to support the constitutions of New Jersey
and the United States,
and the United States,
and to faithfully perform the
and
duties
to faithfully perform the duties
of the office of mayor for the Township of Lacey.
of the office of mayor for the Township of Lacey.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Family. Thank you very much.
Next, I'd like to ask for a nomination for the position of deputy mayor for the year 2016.
And I will happily nominate Pete Cortello.
Thank you, Mayor. I'll second that.
Okay.
Committee.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas?
Yes.
And Mr. Curatolo, how do you feel about that?
Yes.
All right. Would you like to step down to be sworn in, please?
We need a Bible?
Oh, right
Right
there,
there.
sorry.
Repeat after me. I, Peter Curatolo,
I, Peter Curatola,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will perform with fidelity
that I will perform with fidelity
the duties of the office to which I have been appointed
the duties to the office for which I have been appointed
and which I am about to assume.
and for which I am about to assume.
I do solemnly swear to support
I do solemnly swear to support
the constitutions of New Jersey and the United States,
the constitutions of New Jersey and the United States,
and to faithfully perform the duties
and to faithfully perform the duties
of the office of Deputy Mayor for the Township of Lacey.
of the office of Deputy Mayor for the Township of Lacey.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to hand the seat and the gavel over to Mayor Kennas.
I'm not sure how to take this, but my son just reminded me that this seat is bulletproof.
And he is correct.
Just before we begin, I just have a short statement I'd like to read. I'd just like to welcome our Congressman Tom MacArthur to our organizational meeting this year. It is an honor and privilege to have him here, and for me, a special honor they administered my oath of office. Tom is an effective, hardworking member of Congress who is always working in the best interests of our district and community. We look forward to having him visit here whenever possible, and thank you again, Tom, for being here. Second, I would like to thank my family and friends for coming out to support me today. Being a committeeman often takes much time away from home, and the cooperation and help of those around us is always needed. Next, I would like to make a very special mention of Gary Quinn. Gary has been on the committee for 12 years and has served as mayor for, seems like 12 years. Gary's been extremely committed to his work here and has served the town with much dedication. His knowledge and experience in town affairs is invaluable, and all of us is invaluable to all of us on the committee. I've spent a lot of time with Gary, and I cannot have asked for a better mentor. Thanks, Gary, for all you've done for us.
Thanks, Steve.
I'd like to congratulate Pete on his new position as deputy mayor, thank Nick for his hard work and commitment in his first year as committeeman, and to welcome Tim McDonald to the committee.
Thank you.
Tim has served on the zoning board for several years now and will be more active in the town. So welcome aboard, Tim.
Thank you.
All of us will be working very hard to continue the quality of life we all enjoy here in Lacey. And before we begin our official business today, I would just like to acknowledge some of the past committeemen that are here: Ted Hutler, Jim Knoller, and Mark Dykoff. So, and with that, you guys can get out your iPods if you want. Resolution 2016-01, making various municipal appointments for 2016.
Resolution to Township of Lacey County, Ocean State of New Jersey, designating various municipal appointments and assignments for the year 2016. This is the liaisons by the committee members for the department's finance and administration, which includes administrator, municipal clerk, tax collector, tax assessor, treasurer, planning board, zoning board, code enforcement, and building department. Chair is Stephen Kennis, vice chair is Peter Curatolo. Community Social Services, which is Board of Health and Local Assistance Board, Peter Curatolo, Timothy McDonald. Law and Public Safety, which is Emergency Services, Municipal Court, and Police, Gary Quinn and Stephen Kennis. Department of Public Works is Nicholas Giuliano, Timothy McDonald. Recreation is Timothy McDonald, Gary Quinn. Beautification, Peter Curatolo, Nicholas Giuliano. Board of Education, Stephen Kennis, Timothy McDonald. Economic Development Commission, Stephen Kennis, Nicholas Giuliano. Highlands Commission, Gary Quinn. Environmental Commission, which includes the Legal Dumping Task Force Committee and Lake Management, Stephen Kennis and Nicholas Giuliano. Library, Stephen Kennis, Peter Curatolo. Municipal Utilities Authority, Nicholas Giuliano, Peter Curatolo. Senior Services, Peter Curatolo, Nicholas Giuliano. Shade Tree Advisory Committee, Stephen Kennis, Gary Quinn. Municipal Lines Committee, Nicholas Giuliano, Peter Curatolo. American with Disability Act Committee, Peter Curatolo, Nicholas Giuliano. Solid Waste Advisory Committee, Peter Curatolo, Nicholas Giuliano. Veterans Commission, Peter Curatolo and Timothy McDonald. Tax Search Officer is Sharon Selecki. Our Tax Collector and Municipal Assessment Search Officer is myself, Veronica Larray. Motion, please.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Giuliano?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-02, authorizing the appointment of a township attorney.
Resolution to Township of Lacey County, Ocean State of New Jersey, authorizing the appointment of George R. Gilmore of the firm of Gilmore and Monahan as Township Attorney for the Township of Lacey.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Giuliano?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-03, authorizing the appointment of a special legal counsel.
Resolution to Township of Lacey County, Ocean State of New Jersey, authorizing the appointment of Dasty, Murphy, McGuckin, Ulaki, I'm going to kill this last name here, Cursoris and Connors as special legal counsel for the Township of Lacey.
Move it. Second.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Giuliano?
Yes.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-04, authorizing the appointment of a township engineer.
Resolution to Township of Lacey County, Ocean State of New Jersey, authorizing the appointment of Michael O'Donnell of the firm of O'Donnell Stanton and Associates as Township Engineer.
Move it.
Second.
Peter, was that you?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Kennis?
Yes.
Mr. Giuliano?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Giuliano?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-05, authorizing the appointment of a prosecutor.
Resolution to Township of Lacey County, Ocean State of New Jersey, authorizing the appointment of Stephen Zabarski as Township Prosecutor and Robert Zavatoski, Matthew Dory, and Eugene Race as alternate Township Prosecutors.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Giuliano?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-06, authorizing the appointment of a conflict township prosecutor.
Resolution to Township of Lacey County, Ocean State of New Jersey, authorizing the appointment of Christopher Dasty of the firm of Dasty, Murphy, McGuckin, Ulaki, Kusoris, and Connors, and Stephen Smith of his own firm as conflict township prosecutors.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Giuliano?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-06, authorizing the appointment, no, I did that one, sorry. Resolution 2016-07, authorizing the appointment of a township auditor.
Resolution to Township of Lacey County, Ocean State of New Jersey, authorizing the appointment of Rodney R. Haynes of Holman, Frenier, and Allison as Township Auditors for the Township of Lacey.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Giuliano?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-08, authorizing the appointment of a public defender.
Resolution to Township of Lacey County, Ocean State of New Jersey, authorizing the appointment of Brian Rump, Esquire, as Public Defender for the Township of Lacey.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Giuliano?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-09, authorizing the appointment of a conflict public defender.
Resolution to Township of Lacey County, Ocean State of New Jersey, authorizing the appointment of Christopher Kutsoris of the firm of Dasty, Murphy, McGuckin, Ulaki, Kusoris, and Connors as conflict public defender for the Township of Lacey.
Move it. Second.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Giuliano?
Yes.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-10, authorizing the appointment of labor counsel.
Resolution to Township of Lacey County, Ocean State of New Jersey, authorizing the appointment of James Holzapple of the firm of Sitta, Holzapple, and Zabarski as Labor Counsel for the Township of Lacey.
Move it. Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Giuliano?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-11, authorizing the appointment of bond counsel.
Resolution of Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing the execution of an agreement with Megan Bennett Clark of Dilworth and Paxton as bond counsel for the Township of Lacey.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-12, authorizing the appointment of township physicians.
Resolution of Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing Dr. Theodore Endy and Dr. John Coolin as physicians for the Township of Lacey.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-12, authorizing the appointment of township physicians.
No, next one.
2016-13, authorizing the appointment of a tax map maintenance engineer.
Resolution of Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, awarding a contract to East Coast Engineering for tax map maintenance.
Move it. Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2014-14, authorizing the appointment of special project engineers.
Resolution of Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing special project engineers for the Township of Lacey for the year 2016. Those engineers are the Elamo Group, Remington and Vernick, CME, Gravatt Consulting Group, T&M Associates, and Beck Engineering.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Abstain.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-15, authorizing the appointment of township planner.
Resolution of Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing the appointment of John Hess of CME Associates as Township Planner for the Township of Lacey, including the Board of Adjustment and the Planning Board.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-16, authorizing the appointment of a township architect.
Resolution of Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing the appointment of Lanuno Architecture as Township Architect.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-17, authorizing the appointment of title search company.
Resolution of Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, awarding a contract to Midstate Abstract Company and Lafayette General Title Agency for title work for the Township of Lacey.
Move it.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-18, authorizing the appointment of an appraisal company.
Resolution of Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, awarding a contract to Integra Realty Resources Coastal New Jersey and Henry J. Mancini and Associates for appraisal work for the Township of Lacey.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Abstain.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-19, authorizing the appointment of a director of community development.
Resolution of Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing Christopher Reed as Director of Community Development for the Township of Lacey.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-20, authorizing the appointment of a recreation director.
Resolution of Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing James Woland as Recreation Director for the Township of Lacey.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-21, authorizing the appointment of a municipal alliance coordinator.
Resolution of Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing the appointment of Heather Scanlon as Municipal Alliance Coordinator.
Move it. Second.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-22, appointing substitute subcode officials.
Resolution of Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing the appointment of temporary substitute electrical, fire, plumbing, and building subcode officials for the Township of Lacey. We will be utilizing shared services with Berkeley Township.
Move it. Second.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-23, appointing a public agency affirmative action officer.
Resolution of Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing Veronica Ray as Public Agency Affirmative Action Compliance Officer for the Township of Lacey.
Move it. Second.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-24, appointing Class 1 special officers.
Resolution of Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing a Class 1 Special Law Enforcement Officer, and that is Thomas Finnegan.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-25, appointing Class 2 special officers.
Resolution of Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing Class 2 Special Law Enforcement Officers, that's Stephen DeRosa and Edgarius Linkowski.
Move it. Second.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-26, appointing school crossing guards.
Resolution to Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing school crossing guards for the Township of Lacey. Elaine DeBenedetto, Michael Egoff, Karen Murphy, Robert Trupa, Diane Boyle, Margaret Davis, Anthony Menendez, and Ellen McLean.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-27, appointing a safety coordinator and an alternate.
Resolution to Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing Karen Inamorado as the Township Safety Coordinator and Casey Parker as the alternate safety coordinator for the Township of Lacey.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-29, appointing a representative and an alternate to the Community Development Block Grant Committee.
Can I have the one before that first?
And this one? Oh, close enough.
Okay,
All right. 2016-28, appointing a representative and an alternate to the Municipal Insurance Fund.
Resolution to Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing Veronica Ray as the Township's representative and Linda Cavello as the Township's alternate representative to the Ocean County Municipal Joint Insurance Fund and the Municipal Excess Liability Insurance Fund.
Move it. Second.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-29, appointing a representative and an alternate to the Community Development Block Grant Committee.
Resolution to Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing Linda Cavello as the Township's representative and Veronica Ray as the alternate representative to the Community Development Block Grant Committee.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-30, appointing a Class 2 member to the Planning Board.
Resolution to Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing Christopher Reed as the Class 2 member to the Lacey Township Planning Board.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-31, appointing a Class 3 member to the Planning Board.
Resolution to Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing Gary Quinn as the Class 3 member to the Lacey Township Planning Board.
Move it. Second.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-32, appointing a Class 4 member to the Planning Board.
Resolution to Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing Dan Cortez as a Class 4 member to the Lacey Township Planning Board.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-33, appointing an alternate member to the Planning Board.
Resolution to Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing Diane Denroche as alternate number 1 to the Lacey Township Planning Board.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-34, appointing members to the Zoning Board of Adjustment.
Resolution to Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing Mary Ann DeFranco as the regular member to the Zoning Board of Adjustment to fill the unexpired term of Timothy McDonald.
Move it. Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-35, appointing an alternate member to the Zoning Board of Adjustment.
Resolution to Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing James Letelier as alternate number 2 on the Lacey Township Zoning Board of Adjustment.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-36, appointing members to the Board of Health.
Resolution to Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing Nancy Bear, Harold Peters, and Donna Calderero as regular members to the Board of Health.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-37, appointing members to the Environmental Commission.
Resolution to Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing Donald Trapp, Mary Jensen, and Stephen Kennis as regular members to the Environmental Commission.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-38, appointing an alternate member to the Environmental Commission.
Resolution to Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing Joseph Gilly as alternate number 1 to the Environmental Commission.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-39, appointing a member to the Lacey Municipal Utilities Authority.
Resolution to Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing James Noller as the regular member to the Lacey Municipal Utilities Authority.
Move it. Second.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-40, appointing a member to the Economic Development Commission.
Resolution to Township of Lacey, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing Richard Brown and James Saplis to the Economic Development Commission for the Township of Lacey.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-41, appointing members to the ADA Committee.
Resolution of Township of Lacey County, Ocean State, New Jersey, appointing members to the American with Disabilities Act Advisory Board for the Township of Lacey. Those are Veronica LeRae, Gladys Anderson, Andrew Petty, Craig Tamalo, Dina LaPinka, and John Malone.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-42, appointing members to the Solid Waste Advisory Committee.
Resolution of Township of Lacey County, of Ocean State, New Jersey, appointing members to the Solid Waste Advisory Committee. Those are Rosemary Coffey, Lyle Smith, Joseph Carroll, Bruce Connell, Casey Parker, Paul Cowan, John Rassiopi, Jack Nasty, Donald Trapp, and Nicholas Giuliano.
Move it.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Juliano?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-43, appointing members to the Beautification Committee.
Resolution of Township of Lacey County, of Ocean State of New Jersey, appointing members to the Beautification Committee. Those are Eleanor Ditton, Lucille Michelli, Linda Salsoli, Jim Barron, Kathy Barron, Casey Parker, Betty Jean Nasty, Holly Martin, and Trish Burke.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes. Gary's just, hey, Gary's just fine going forward.
I knew I had to screw up somewhere. Mr. Giuliano?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
And Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-44, appointing members to the Senior Citizen Recreation Committee.
Resolution of Township of Lacey County, of Ocean State, New Jersey, appointing members to the Senior Citizen Recreation Committee. That's Gladys Anderson, Grace DeServio, Marie Krieger, and Mary Jensen.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Giuliano?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-45, appointing members to the Senior Citizen,
No,
Senior
no.
Citizen Advisory Committee.
Resolution of Township of Lacey County, of Ocean State, New Jersey, appointing members to the Senior Citizen Advisory Committee. That's Mary Jensen, Marie Krieger, Mary Cameron, Gladys Anderson, Grace DeServio, Eleanor Ditton, and Paul DiFiore.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Giuliano?
Yes.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-46, appointing members to the Veterans Commission.
Resolution of Township of Lacey County, of Ocean State of New Jersey, appointing members to the Veterans Commission. Bernie Snyder, Pete Borchester, Jim Wilson, Bruce Baker, Roy Johnson, Howard Toms, John Malone, Ken Hansen, Tom Verleza, Brian Holt, Thomas Patrick, Bill Moss, and Bernard Novak.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Giuliano?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-47, appointing members to the Municipal Alliance Committee.
Resolution of Township of Lacey County, of Ocean State of New Jersey, appointing members to the Municipal Alliance Committee. Bear with me, there's 42 names here. Reverend Linda Applegate, Chris Brown, Kelly Brown, Elizabeth Buckholtz, Dorothy Kloop, Robert Kloop, Marguerite DeLambly, Patricia DeSabato, Regina DeSenza, Lorraine Egan, Stephen Eckert, Thomas Faulkner, Sharon Hoffman, Nancy Joyce, Peggy Sue Giuliano, Rita Kukasik, Marie Krieger, Ginger Lowe, Donna McAvoy, Ann Moyer, Marie Mundrick, Robin O'Brien, Mark Principato, Barbara Race, Margaret Rand, Art Riley, Kim Riley, Judy Santucci, Edward Scanlon, Bernard Scanlon, Kathy Scanlon, Fred Zabaro, Monica Zabaro, Peggy Snyder, Lois Stotler, Joe Tavecchia, Laura Timoney, Colleen Tonkovich, Joan Topping, Jean T. Simmons, Karen Vincentini, and James Wyland. Motion?
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Giuliano?
Yes.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
And Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-48, authorizing a temporary budget for 2016.
Resolution to Township of Lacey County, of Ocean State of New Jersey, providing for the 2016 temporary operating budget. This is to get us through the first quarter of the year. It's $7,141,900.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Giuliano?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-49, authorizing the deposit of public funds in New Jersey banks.
Resolution to Township of Lacey County, of Ocean State, New Jersey, authorizing the treasurer to deposit public monies in any bank, savings and loan, or trust company having its place of business in the state of New Jersey and which is organized under the laws of the United States or the state of New Jersey. Those banks that we utilize will be Ocean First, TD Bank, State of New Jersey Cash Management Fund, MBIA, Aquin Federal Bank, First Home Savings Bank, Senlar, Sun National, Penn Federal, Shore Community, Wells Fargo, Kearney Federal, Bank of America, PNC, Hudson City, Santander, and Chase.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Giuliano?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-50, establishing the interest rate on delinquent taxes.
Resolution to Township of Lacey County, of Ocean State of New Jersey, fixing the rate of interest to be charged on delinquent taxes or assessments.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Giuliano?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
And Mayor Kennas.
Yes. Resolution 2016-51, providing for dates of township meetings in the official newspaper of the township.
Resolution to Township of Lacey County, of Ocean State of New Jersey, providing for dates of the Township Committee meetings and designating the official newspaper for the year 2016. Our meetings will still be maintained on the second and fourth Thursdays of the month at 7 p.m. right here in this courtroom. Of course, we do take a summer break, so we will only meet the second Thursday in the months of June, July, and August. And of course, in November, we always fall on Thanksgiving, so we have the Tuesday before, and we do one meeting in December as well. And our official newspapers, first it will be the Beacon, then the Press, and then the Atlantic City Press.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Curatolo?
Yes.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Giuliano.
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
And Mayor Kennas.
Yes.
I am done.
And I'll open up to the floor. Any comments from the public?
Nobody. You got one in the back.
Yes, Pete.
Peter DePrato, 111 Fox Hollow Drive, Lenoka Harbor. First of all, I'd like to wish everybody a very happy New Year. Secondly, I'd like to say I see Mark Dykoff in the audience. I want to thank you on behalf of all the citizens of Lacey Township for serving us, and you did a great job. And I just want to bring this out in public, and I want to thank you, Mark. Secondly, I would like to say congratulations to Tim McDonald and to our former mayor, Gary Quinn. I want to congratulate you guys for being elected. I worked very hard for you guys. I'm very happy that you're sitting up here, and I think the people are going to be well served. On that note, I just want to say, Mr. Quinn, everybody's been coming to me saying that you might move up, and I've spoken to you in public the last couple of days when I ran into you, and I've said to you publicly that it would be a big loss for Lacey Township if you left this community to go up to County Freeholder. However, you had said to me that if I went up, Peter, I would still be here for the people of Lacey Township, and I know in the bottom of my heart, Gary, that you would. And you would serve, besides the people of the county of Ocean County, you would really serve the people of Lacey too, and you would be here for us. And so with that being said, no matter what happens, I wanted to publicly say that. Not to put you on the spot, but you are a good man. Everybody thinks the world of you. And no matter what you do in your political career or your private life, you've always conducted yourself in a great manner. And I had to come up here publicly to state that. So I wish you all the luck in the world no matter what happens. But I know if you do move up, you will serve the citizens of Lacey to the best of your abilities. And
Thank you, Peter.
And you're welcome. And there's only one thing else I have to say. Steve Kennis, I want to congratulate you for being the next mayor. I give you my 120% support. And I know you will do a good job for this beautiful town of Lacey. And I'm going to be there for you. You ever need anything, you know where I'm at. We'll do it for you.
Thank you, Pete.
And I love all you guys. You know that. And I just wanted to say that. So with that being said, I just want to say, I just want to say one thing. My dad almost passed away, and my mother almost passed away, but she survived a very long surgery. And the day before, my dad almost did not survive, but he's hanging on by a thread. And he's 86, and he's been in this town for a long time. My mom and dad, we've all been here, and we love this town. And I just wanted to say that my mom survived, and she's able to drive again, and she's doing good, and she's 80 years old. And my dad is almost on life support, and I left him today to come here because I wanted to be here, because I love this town. And I told him I was going to come here, and he said, do it. And so I came. So I just want everybody to know how I feel. And my dad, I'm sorry I'm getting emotional, but my family loves this town, and they raised us here. They took me to Gidley Park. They took all my kids, everybody. And I just wanted to say, I'm sorry, I'm getting very emotional. I shouldn't do this, but my dad only has weeks or months to live. But he raised us the right way, and I'm going to carry it on. I'm going to be here for this town. I'm not going to leave this town. And he always told me, never leave this town of Lacey, because this is where we were raised. We're going to do this, and we're going to take care of this town. I don't care. I get attacked a lot of times, but I don't care. I just wanted everybody to know that I love this town, just like you guys love this town. And we're all here to prosper, to be good, and to make things work for the right ways. And everybody up here, that's why I get up here. I know everybody here does a good job. These are all good people. And, you know, I'm not going to let people get attacked. I'm going to support everybody here. And so on that note, I'm just going to say, I'm going to let somebody else get up, or that's it. But I just had to get my 2 cents in. I did it for my dad. My dad told me to get up here and say it. And I'm just happy. And Steve, you're going to do a good job as mayor.
Thanks, Pete. We wish the best for your family.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Seeing no further comments, motion to close the floor.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Comments from the committee. Deputy Mayor Curatello.
Well, I want to thank everybody. I know it's the holiday today. Each year, we see this courtroom filled up, and it's emblematic of the friends and neighbors that we have. There's so many people, too many to name individually. To all of our soldiers and sailors, airmen and Marines, to our students, our seniors. There are very few honors in life that could eclipse being an elected official and being elected by the people. The folks in your town, your neighbors, the people you see in ShopRite. And I just want to thank all of our professionals. I see out in the crowd our sheriff from Ocean County. We have our congressman here, school board people, former committee people, and loved ones. Nobody does this alone. I want to thank my wife and my family who are there to support me all the time during campaigns and when it's not political season. So I wanted to thank them publicly. I would also like to say that January is a time of new beginnings. I pledge my support to our mayor and a good friend and colleague. Our families are friends. Steve, I'm going to be there for you. I think we both learned a lot from our former mayor, our good friend, Gary Quinn, and many other people in this room. Mark Dykoff, John Parker, everybody in the county, at the county level, the support we get from the freeholders. Nothing happens by accident. There's good people and God walking with me all the days of my life. And I'm very grateful and thankful. That's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you, Pete. Committee McDonald.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm the new guy up here, so I'm going to keep this real short and sweet. First of all, I want to thank my family, my wife, my father-in-law, Ray, 90 years old. My 2 sisters are over there, and my brother-in-law. Thank you for coming out. I look forward to working with you guys. Look, Gary, it's been a crazy ride to get here, but we're here. We made it, so thank you so much. And I just want to wish everybody a happy New Year and a safe New Year. So let's do that. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. Committeeman Quinn. Sounds odd, doesn't it?
I love my new seat. It really does. First of all, I want to congratulate Steve as being mayor and Peter as being deputy mayor. It truly is an honor to sit in either one of those seats and represent the people of this community. And I know, having served with these gentlemen for the last 2 years, they're both going to do an outstanding job. They've certainly learned a lot, and it's something as you go through the process over the years, you learn more and more. As Mark and myself can pretty much confirm that. But you're going to do great, and we're behind you 100%. I don't do weddings. I don't go to meetings that I don't have to go to at night. So it's it's nice to pass that torch over to you, gentlemen. So, but I truly wish you the best. Congressman MacArthur coming out today. That's very, very special to us to have a congressman do the swearing in. I've done this a number of times, and I've never had that honor. So truly, thank you for coming down and then. Sharing, Congressman MacArthur, Narika and Frank were in the back there also, and they came down, also took the time off today to make sure that they got here. So, Sheriff Mastronardi, I saw you sitting back there and lit up my face, smile with, you coming out is very, very special to us. And, also Teddy Hutler there, our former sheriff, our former warden is sitting next to you. You guys, truly mean a lot to be here for me. So it's, very, very special. I want to welcome Tim on board, because Timmy and I, it's funny, we go back a lot of years, but we spend more time in the last year together than I've ever spent with you all the years of sports and everything we've done at board level. And Tim's going to be a fantastic committee member. He's so pumped up, he's so ready to get going, and I know he's going to give 150%. It's funny, Pete DePrado in the back there said he gave you 120, he gave me 150%. Thanks for that, Pete. But, you couldn't ask for a better, gentleman. His heart and soul is into this. And, Laura, thank you for, I know you had a little bit of a play into letting him say yes when I asked him to run as a running mate. And, it's certainly something that I'm looking forward to. Nikki, thank you. You've done a fantastic job in your first year. Everybody sitting up here works as a team. That's what makes us so successful. And certainly Veronica is part of that success because she keeps everybody pretty much in line. You might see the soft side of her around here, but believe me, she's a tiger when it comes down to it. So, but I certainly want to thank each and every one of you for all your support and everything. You were there for me over the last 2 years. I also want to thank Mark Dykoff in the audience. We were together 12 years, and we had a great run. We accomplished a lot, and it's just an odd feeling to have you not sitting up here with us. And
This is a better seat.
I have to thank you even more so because when you said to me, "What do you want to do?" After you step out of the mayor's seat, I said, "All I want is Mark's seat over on the side. Put me over there, and I'll have the biggest smile on my face." So we're going to miss you. You did a great job, and you should certainly be proud of everything you accomplished, Mark. And I truly wish you and your family the best. I had to write notes down here because I can't remember everything. And it's funny, I guess it was 12 years ago when we started, I didn't wear glasses and I didn't have any gray hair. So things certainly affect you a little bit when you're involved in the political stuff. The volunteers, all the volunteers that are here for the different boards we appointed today, are all professionals. You people are the ones that really make this town successful. We're up here making decisions, we're up here running the show, but if it wasn't for all the people that we've put in place on January 1st of every year, we would never have the success we have as the Lacey Township, itself. And you give up a lot of time. There's a lot of effort put into doing what has to be done. And I thank each and every one of you for doing what you do throughout the course of the year. We are very honored to take and appoint each and every one of you. All our friends here today, Pete, coming out today. It's really very meaningful because it's January 1st. We didn't all go out last night and have a wild party night. I know Linda and I didn't for sure, but. Just to get up on New Year's Day and come out really does mean a lot for us. And, Gavin, you're home from school. You're here, reporting for us on all that goes on, and I know you're going to do a great job. You have done throughout the course of the year. And we thank you and your mom and dad, for all that you've done for the committee, putting us out there in a good light throughout the course of the year. Most important to me, and I do it every year, I want to thank the families. The committee members' families you're really the key to this all being successful because we serve in the capacity we serve and we put in a lot of time. But if it wasn't for the support and families being behind us, it would never be possible because there's a lot of time taken away from your family, and it truly is difficult on a family. It wears sometimes on all the time that we have to be out, but it's Laura, it's well worth it in the long run when you look back at what you can accomplish and the difference you can make. And to each of the family members that are here today, thank you for always being there behind us and letting it all happen. And of course, the most important person in my life is my wife Linda, sitting here. She's been here for every swearing-in I've had, and she's been behind me every time I've run for office, and I know she's always going to be there in the background, pushing me along and sometimes telling me what the hell are you doing this for. But I truly I appreciate it. I love you, and I appreciate all your support over the years. I want to wish everyone a happy and healthy New Year, and I know we're on a time crunch here, and I know Nikki's got a lot to say, so I'm going to...
No. I'm going to keep it real short. Leave it for Steve and Ken.
School board member, I see Sean Giordano sitting back there. Sean, appreciate you coming out today, but thanks again to everyone. It was a great, great to see you all today. It was a great year last year, and I look forward to working with these gentlemen, having a great year moving forward. So, thank you, Mayor. And I love that where I say thank you, Mayor.
Committeeman Giuliano?
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to congratulate Tim. Welcome aboard. I think we're all going to make a good team here. As I did in the first year, it was a learning experience, but I had the backing and the support of all of these people up here, and I think you're going to find that as time goes on, it's a great feeling to work with a good bunch of people that we have. Congratulations, Steve and Pete. Like I said before, we're a team. We're behind each other. We make the right decisions for the people of Lacey Township and everybody else. The person that really don't get a lot of thank you that we do up here, and I did in the first year of the wisdom that I had, is Veronica and Lauren. I appreciate everything that you've done, the support and that you've given me, Veronica, in different things. I appreciate. Lauren, the same thing. I really do. I got a year under my belt, and there's been a lot of things that I've done, and I've learned a lot in the year from different people up on this stand, up on this diocese, I should say. But the person that I really look, and I'm not trying to just pin this one person, I looked up to Gary Quinn. As I did, and I said at the last meeting with Mark Dykoff and him, I look forward to what you guys have done in the past year, Mark, especially you, along with Gary. But Gary, you mentored me through this year, and I appreciate it. And as I did in Peter, Stephen, I really do. So, and to all the volunteers in Lacey Township, I don't want to leave anybody out, so I'm going to say all the volunteers. I appreciate everything you do, and we're, like I said, we're there for you, and we're going to be supportful in everything we do. I'd like to say to everybody a happy new year, and we look forward to making Lacey in the next, what I call the next step. We're going to bring it to the next step with us up here, and we're going to do what we have to do. Last but not least, my family. My wife. I appreciate everything you've done for me, supporting me through everything, and my children. They put up with this year. We've done a lot of things. I've been out of the house a lot, changing jobs, doing a few different things, so they haven't really seen much of me. But I thank you for all your support, and I love you very much. To my mother-in-law. Oh my God, my favorite mother-in-law. Many years ago, I asked her opinion of something that I thought some people have asked me to run for office. I think the ending of it all was asking my mother-in-law the question, "Ma, can I do a good job? What do you think?" And she said, "Most definitely do it. Run, and I know you'll do what you have to do." And I look forward to many years serving this township and all the professionals, and I want to thank and support all the professionals we've nominated and everything here. So thank you very much, and to everybody, a healthy new year, prosperous new year, and we'll move Lacey in the next direction. Thank you.
Thank you, Nick. Larry?
I just have one more thing, which I looked at my notes and I overlooked because I didn't have my glasses on, unfortunately. But certainly special thanks, on behalf of myself, the governing body, and people in the audience, people at home. Tom Lytle over here, who runs our Channel 21
Yes.
TV studio. Throughout the course of the year, sometimes Tom doesn't have the ability to take and really get kids here, and he's always here no matter what the day is, what the meeting is, what the weather is, and Tom has a couple small children at home, but we truly appreciate your dedication, Tom. Four little children he left this morning. Yeah. But he's the most dedicated individual in the high school, student. He does it all for us. So, Tom, thank you again.
Thank you, Gary. I tend to be wordy.
Yeah.
No, I would just like to, my closing remarks, I'd like to just say it's a huge honor and privilege to represent the people of Lacey. I'm grateful to all the people, all our family and friends that support us and work for us during the year. Everybody have a happy and healthy new year. Take it. Motion to adjourn.
That is great.
And if anybody would like to, we are meeting at the Captain's Inn for a
Brunch.
brunch. You're all invited. What's that?
We just need the motions.
Motion?
To adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Yes.
Second?
Second.
We got it.
All in favor?
Aye.